Hi everyone, thanks for watching my video. So let me just quickly take you through what we have built on top of Zoho CRM for travel agencies. So as you all know, Zoho CRM can be customizable for any industry. So we have customized this module that works for travel agencies. So you can see that different modules that you have created here. So most of them are custom created, and these are done in coding, deluge scripting. So these are not a default module that comes with Zoho CRM. So these are all customized. This is our demo account. I'm just using this account to give you a demo. So we have leads module, trip operations, packages, vendors, quotations, invoices, passengers, and few more other modules. So we use most leads and trip operations, of course, packages and vendors. So let me just take you through the modules one by one. So let's go with the packages module. So if you go inside packages module, this is where you create multiple packages. You can create your group packages, regular packages, honeymoon packages, family packages, any packages it can be. So you can create that. As you can see here, so we have one group package created here, Magical Maldives Escape, and we have one regular package created here. Just to show you an example. So this also shows package code and the status of a package and the vendor that you're working with particularly for this package. So if you open up this, it will show you all the details about the particular package. So the travel start date, travel end date, and places covered, inclusions, exclusions, the validity of this package, and everything gets added here. You can also see the itinerary details here. Everything got entered here. So if you want to add a new package, you can always add a new package as here. So you can add all the details of itinerary, inclusions, exclusions, number of persons are allowed this package, whether it is a group package or a regular package. So next comes vendor. So you might work with multiple vendors. As you can see, we have added only one vendor. So you can add, so this vendor is into hotel management. You can have DMC, you can have B2B, you can have any other vendor that you work with. You can also add your flight vendors as well. So if you want to add a vendor, you can just click create new vendor and then you can add them. So again, this is 100% customizable. It can be even further customized according to your needs. Okay, so let's go to the next module of leads. So leads is where you get all the leads from your website, WhatsApp and your Instagram. So everything gets integrated and all the leads come inside the CRM directly. You can also manually add the CRM, let's say you get it through a referral or something. So you can create a lead using create lead module. You can fill in all the details here. It gets added to the system. Let me take an example of this lead which has already created. So so this particular customer Arul Raj is interested in Magical Maldives Escape. So the status is new lead, and the source is employee referral here, and the lead name created by lead owner. So if you have multiple salespeople, you can assign this lead to multiple people. Then the passenger details here, the package details here. So everything comes here. So it all comes from the package that you have already added. So the cancellation policy, booking terms and conditions, inclusions, exclusions, travel start date and end date, and actual itinerary also gets automatically added here. The beauty here is, so as and when a lead comes in, it automatically gets it sends an email and a WhatsApp SMS to the lead actually directly. So you can see the messages here. So right now it's not populating because the prospect has to respond to the message so that it can be shown here. So I'll just reply to that lead so that you can see it here. Let me just quickly reply. Thank you for your inquiry. Okay, so I sent a reply. Let's come back to that later. So then let's go to the, we have also created a blueprint where it takes the salesperson to different stages of the sales cycle. So so they don't miss out of any single step in between. So first, as soon as when the lead comes in, you contact the lead, and then if there are any note to be added, you can add it there. The next step is contact successful. So you now you have successfully spoken to the contact. So in case if the number is wrong or the contact is unreachable, you can mark it as junk. So now the contact is successful. You confirm their travel date and travel start date and travel end date, preferred packages and changes in package. So changes in package means you have already created set of packages already. In case if the client would like to make any changes to the package, then the changes in package comes in. If it's yes, then you can go ahead and then change the package. If it's no, you can straight away proceed with this package. So let's say I'm just clicking no and then proceed further with this. So now the package is created, the customer has agreed to this package. Now let's move on to the next step of creating trip. So when we create trip, the moment you know that okay, the lead is going to be converted, we can convert it to a trip. You can also see lead stage history as and when it got moved. So you new lead received, then we attempted to contact, we contacted them, now we are converting to a trip. Okay, so now the trip has been created, and if you go inside the trip, you will be taken to this stage here. So now the lead has come under the trip module. You can still see all the information here: the trip name, preferred packages, package type, preferred hotel category, travel dates and duration here, vendors packages here. So if you're working with this vendor, so it gets automatically added here. Then the financials and profit, so this all gets updated. So the reason this populates, because for this vendor, we have set it as their vendor rate as 25,000. That's why when you update this, this also got updated. So the itinerary list is here, payment information is here, everything is there. Let's come one by one. So first you have to confirm the package amount. So how much is it for this particular lead? So let's assume that it is 80,000 rupees. Now the package amount is confirmed. Confirm package details. So the package details are basically the trip name, customer first name, preferred packages, hotel category, travel start date, travel end date. So everything has to be confirmed and then click save. Now it's confirmed. Confirm vendor details. So you have added vendor details already. So you added Dharani as vendor. Confirm save. Now it has taken you to the next step of the lead. So now if you see down below, you added 80,000 as a package for this, and you pay 25,000 to the vendor, and your profit is 55,000 rupees, and your profit calculation comes here. The reason we have done this calculation, because we have created a dashboard where you can see how much percentage you earn from each lead that you get, each trip that you create. So this is why we have this. So now let's convert it to a quotation. So the customer said, okay, now let's convert it to a quotation. Okay, so the code has been created and saved under quotation. So you can see it here. So this is the code that has created. The stage is code created stage. Again, you can see all the details here. Let's say, so the quote is 80,000 rupees that you have added. Let's say if you want to add flight charges, which is, this is for 2 people, which the flight charges is 15,000 rupees. And then it automatically gets added and create a quotation for it. Description, again, all the booking terms and conditions, everything will come here automatically. If you want to send this to customer, you can click mail merge sample docs. So it will take you to the to your letterhead, and then if you click preview merge, it will show you the cost that you have added and the itinerary details and the package inclusions, exclusions. So this is completely automated. You can save this. So this gets automatically saved under the lead, under that particular lead module. So you can, so that you can WhatsApp them or email them anytime. So now the quotation has been created. Let's go back to the lead and then convert this quotation into an invoice. So when that gets converted to an invoice, when the quote is accepted. So let's say the quote is accepted, it can also be either rejected or requotation has to be done. So let's assume that the quotation has been accepted. Okay, so now it's time to generate an invoice. So the quote has been accepted, the generate. Okay, let's refresh this page to see in case if the attachment has come in here. It hasn't come in, so let's wait for it. So let's see. Okay, I'm just converting it to an invoice. Right. So as you can see, the invoice has been created. So if you go down, the invoice is here. You can see the invoice. And also, if you want to send this invoice to your customer, you can always click mail merge. So this is your invoice. So kindly excuse for the formatting. So this can be again customized to your letterhead or the format that you follow. So once you finalize this, we will customize all these for you. So now the invoice has been created and it is being sent to the customer. Let's go back to the lead and see what stage we are in. Okay, next step is to collect the payment and then keep a record of it. And as you can see here, the customer has to pay 80,000 rupees. You have to pay 25,000 rupees to the vendor, and no payments yet made. So now you can enter the payment detail here. So payment by passenger, payment date 4th, payment method cash. You can attach a screenshot or something that the customer shared with you. So the amount they paid is 40,000 rupees. This gets updated, and then the balance to be paid by the customer is 40,000 rupees. Vendor amount, nothing paid it. We can add, so let's say you pay a vendor, you can also make a record here. On the same day you paid the vendor, UPI, add screenshot, you paid them 15,000 rupees. So all the calculations are made here. Okay, now you received an invoice. Now you can proceed with the next step. So you got the attachments attachments inside the lead here. So now let's proceed with the next step, which is payment completed. So once you click payment completed, the next step is to start the trip operations, where you have to create hotel booking, flight booking, and the package booking for this particular lead. So let's click start trip operations. The trip operation has been created under trip operation. So you can go inside trip operations. It will take you through the different stages. So as you can see here, so we need to get details for 4 plus to 6 persons. So no passengers details are added, no hotel flight details are booked. So let's get that. First, you have to generate form URL. After that, the form URL gets generated. Now what you have to do is generate form URL. The form URL gets automatically generated. This URL is very unique only to this customer. You cannot share this URL with anyone else, because this URL will be used for them to update their passenger detail, which gets automatically added inside the CRM. Right? So as soon as you click save, it gets emailed to the prospect, and also WhatsApp message is also sent to them. So now the URL has been sent. Assume that the client clicks this URL, so they'll be taken to the particular page of their module, and then they can add their passenger details here. I'm just adding a passenger detail here, so you can enter their passport number. You can upload a passport copy. Just click submit. Right, so just refresh this page. You go back to this page and see it has got updated here. So you can also either ask them to do it, or you collect all the details in your WhatsApp, and then you can also update it. Either way you're comfortable, you can do it. Now let's now you got the personal detail. Now you have to update hotel details and flight details. Let's say you book hotel detail for them. You booked a hotel already. Let's record it here. Booked by your agency name. You upload the booking reference number. So hotel you booked for 30,000 rupees. The next step is to book flight. Let's assume the vendor booked the flight tickets. Again, this got updated. So now the next step is to confirm passenger detail. Yes, you got passenger details already inside the form. Then you confirm flight detail. Yes, you entered the flight details inside the form here. Confirm hotel details. Yes, you booked the hotel already and added it inside the form. Now everything is done. So for this customer, they are ready to fly now. So but they have to make a balance payment of this. Let me just quickly open. Yeah, so they have to make a balance payment already. So you can see how much they have paid and how much they are yet to pay here. If you go inside the lead, yes. Okay, so yes, here you can see here. So they are yet to pay 40,000 rupees. You collect their payment. Passenger cash 40,000. Okay, so you can collect all these payments and then ensure that the payment is made. No, okay, right. So now this is what it is. So they are now ready to play. What happens next is, on that travel start date, the status gets updated to travel started, and on the end day, the status gets updated to travel ended. And the next day after they finish their travel, so we send them a WhatsApp message and an email that has a link to leave a review of their experience. So everything is now automated. Now the last thing is that the dashboard that we had created. So you can see we have created multiple dashboards here. Trip performance, which so how many trips we made and how many are in pipeline, how many are to be closed this month, and also you can see package performance, which package is performing well, Malaysia or Singapore or Dubai or Bali, so which one is performing well. Lead performance, you can also see which lead has given you most revenue, and then you can see the revenue details. So the trip performance, you can see how much revenue we generated this month, trip in pipeline which are to be closed, and how many trips are created for this month, and the revenue that you lost. Trip owner, let's say you have 5 different salesperson, you can see their targets based, agent wise targets you can see, and also stages you can see how many new trips are created, how many trip operation has started. Then amount by lead source, so which source is actually giving you more revenue, amount by stage, so these are all there. And let's say if you go to package performance, you can see which group package is performing well, which package is performing well. All that can be seen here. So this is yet to be further optimized, so that's why it's showing blank. And the lead performance, you can see how many leads you got today, how many you got this week, and which source is producing results, and the sales funnel of the lead, and which source is performing well, how many leads created, how many are converted. Everything can be seen here. Then revenue details, so how much you earned this month, and how many leads are created, how many are converted to deal, how many you won, how much revenue you actually earned from these leads. All those things can be tracked here, and amount by lead source also can be tracked here. So this is it. So you can do everything. You can completely automate your business right from gathering the leads from a website or WhatsApp or Instagram, and then requesting feedback on their WhatsApp. So everything is right now automated. You don't slip off any leads. You won't miss any leads in between. And if you go to lead section, you can always see the leads there. If you go to trip section, you can always see the trips there, and what stages they are in, how much money they are in, and the closing stage of all these leads. So if you want to add anything in between here, it can be added here. So again, this is 100% highly customizable to your preference. So this is not just that, this is to the maximum level of usage we have built this. If you want to customize this, you can still further customize it. Please book a call with me to talk further. Let's see if this fit into your requirement, or if anything has to be customized. Thank you so much. See you on the call.